Chapter 2, Section 3 works with functions and function notation. So we have a function called g, and it's defined for inputs of x, and we're told that the function is 2x squared minus 5x. If we are asked to find g of 2, what we're asked to do in our own words is find the value when x equals 2. So we simply substitute in. We have our function 2x squared minus 5x, but instead of the 2, we're going to put, instead of the x, we're going to put a 2. So 2 squared minus 5 times 2. We're going to follow the order of operations. So we have 2 times 2 squared, which is 4. Obviously, you can combine some of these steps as long as you're following the order of operations. So we have 8 minus 10. 8 minus 10 is negative 2. So we find that negative 2 is equal to g of 2, or g of 2 equals 10. If we use the same function and we are asked to find g of h, it's simply find the value of the function 2x squared minus 5x when our input is h. So instead of x, we're going to say 2 times h squared minus 5h. Just clean the function up a little bit. 2h squared minus 5h. We can't combine any like terms. That's all we have to do. Similarly, if we look, so that was goes through number 7 on page 87. Now if we want to look at, say, number 11 on 87, we're told that we have a function called h, and we're told that h of x is equal to 3x minus 4 all over 5x plus 2. If we're asked to find h of 2, we're simply substituting 2 in every time we see an x. And we simplify. So we have our numerator simplifies to 6 minus 4, and here we have 10 plus 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. So we have a function evaluated at 2 to be 1, 6. You could have left it at 2 12s. For our class this summer, I won't penalize you for that. If we needed to find function h of 3a, we would do similar. Instead of finding an x, we're going to put 3a in there. So 3 times 3a minus 4 divided by 5 times 3a plus 2. Simplify. We have 9a minus 4 divided by 15a plus 2. We can't factor anything out because of this positive sign and this negative sign. We can only factor cross subtraction. So this is our final answer. Now, what if we had, let's say we have f of x is defined as negative 3x plus 7, and we're told that f of x equals 5/2. Okay, so now, any other time we've had a number inside of the parentheses, now we're given an x inside the parentheses and a number outside. So that means we need to find x, and we're told that f of x equals 5/2 and f of x equals negative 3x plus 7. So we can use substitution. F of x equals 5/2. So substituting this here, and we have negative 3x plus 7. We're trying to get x by itself, so we're going to subtract 7 from both sides. Notice that here we're working with fractions, so we need to make common denominators. So a common denominator would be 2, so I can have 5 over 2 minus 14 over 2 is equal to negative 3x. And I'm just coming along over here. 5 minus 14 is negative 9. The denominator stays, is equal to negative 3x. We need to divide both sides by negative 3. Remember, when we divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. So negative 9 halves times 1 over 3. Don't forget the negative there like I did. Is equal to x. We can simplify. Negative 9 and 3 have a common factor of 3. Negative times a negative is a positive. So we're left with x is equal to 3 times 1, which is 3, and 2 times 1, which is 2. So x equals 3 halves. Oops. Don't let the fractions scare you.